It was a quiet evening in Marikina, the air thick with the smell of rain. The Santos family had just moved into their new home, an old house, nestled on a quiet street, surrounded by tall trees and silence that stretched into the night. Inside, little Emily was exploring the attic when she found an old porcelain doll, wrapped in faded lace and tucked in the corner of a dusty chest. Its eyes were too big, its smile too wide, almost unnatural. "Mom, look what I found." Emily's voice echoed through the house. Her mother, Liza, walked into the attic and saw the doll in Emily's hands. A small shiver ran down her spine. "That doll belonged to your grandmother," Liza said, trying to smile. "It's very old. Be careful with it." That night, Emily placed the doll beside her on the bed, but there was something unsettling about it, the way it seemed to be watching her, even though its eyes never blinked. In the stillness of the room, Emily whispered, "Don't worry, I'll keep you safe." She squeezed the doll in her arms, but when she looked again, it wasn't facing her. Its head was turned, looking toward the corner of the room. The whispers started softly, just a faint rustling of fabric. At first, Emily thought it was the wind, but then the voice grew clearer. Soft giggles, whispers calling her name. The doll's smile stretched a little wider. Later that night, when Liza passed by Emily's room, she stopped. The door was cracked open, and she could hear Emily talking to someone. When she peeked inside, Emily was alone, sitting on the bed, staring at the doll. But the doll wasn't where it had been. It was now sitting upright on the floor, facing the wall, as if it had moved on its own. "Emily," Liza called out, trying to shake off the creeping dread in her chest. "You moved the doll?" Emily didn't answer. She just stared at the doll with wide eyes, her lips slightly parted. The next few nights, the doll kept moving. At first, it was just a slight shift, a tilt of its head, a small change in posture. But soon, the changes became more noticeable. The doll would be sitting on the chair when Emily woke up, or standing by the door, facing her as she slept. The house grew colder. The whispers grew louder. Emily's voice became quieter, more distant. One night, she woke up to the doll, standing at the foot of her bed, its eyes wide and fixed on her, its mouth stretched in a grotesque grin. It shouldn't have been standing at all. Its limbs didn't bend that way. Frantic now, Liza and her husband Antonio searched the house. They couldn't find Emily anywhere. But when Liza went up to the attic, she froze. Emily was curled in the corner, her skin pale, her body stiff. Her eyes were open, but there was no life in them. And the doll, now sitting perfectly still in her lap, had its head turned toward Liza. Its smile was impossibly wide. Liza reached out, but before her hand could touch Emily, the attic door slammed shut behind her. The doll's head tilted, and in a voice too low to be Emily's, it whispered, "Now we can play, forever." Liza screamed, but the house was silent again, silent, except for the soft whispers that lingered in the dark.